Yeah, it was a tough loss just because we've got pounded pretty good, and Boise is good, and we're just not at that level right now. We've got some young kids and they're playing some veterans, and that's what I told the team. That's what good teams do, and that's what we aspire to be. That team that shares the ball, and we got a UNLV team that's a little wounded, but they've got a couple players back from injury that didn't play here, so. They had a good win against San Diego State, and it's on their turf, so we haven't won up there much. But I think it's going to be a good week. I really do, and we got an opportunity to get ourselves back, so we got to do that.
What's the status of Alexa?
Well, she practiced today, which was great, and I just finally told Dreg, I'll throw her in there and see what happens, because she was just a little scared, and I don't blame her. I've never had a significant injury like that, so. She'd been running, she's been doing a bunch of stuff, and we really kind of threw her into the fire, and she looked good. So we'll see how she works and if she's sore tomorrow. But I have every intent in playing her on Wednesday if she does what she did today.
What is she? You didn't notice her favoring that foot or anything, right? She just looked like she was.
Yeah, she looked good, and it's going to be a lot like Emily coming back. She might be a little sore. She might favor it a little bit. If it gets worse, we won't play her or won't practice her, but. She's been doing some things not in practice but outside of it to try to get ready. And our goal was February 1st. So it's here. We got the second half of the season. It'd be great to have her along with us.
Yeah, how much does it help having her? Because when she went out, you had said you probably missed her a little bit more than you thought.
Yeah, God, we've missed her a ton. We've missed her. The biggest thing, looking back from November to February, we've missed her toughness. We've missed her leadership. Her and probably Khadijah are the only two who'll take charges, and we haven't taken a lot of charges, so far. And just some of the things, her defense is just absolutely incredible. We've really missed that in the post, and we've played a lot of players that don't have a lot of game experience, and they got thrown in the fire, and good for them. That's how you learn. But with a kid like Alexa, who's been in this program for 4 years. And knows what we expect. It's just been missed, sorely, and it's good to have her back.
What do you think you guys got out of this loss? You even though it was a loss,
yeah.
I'm sure the players on the team could see hey, we got to get up to this level.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You look like a team of Boise who has everybody back, and they're a very, very good team, and it's funny with Gordy because he's been there, I think, 10, 12 years maybe, and that's what he's built in his tenure. And they weren't very good when he took over. They were terrible actually, and they were patient. He was patient, and that's kind of the blueprint of what you want to do. Hey, this is how you build a successful program. They're not quick fixes unless you're an Autonomy 5 team that can just go out and get players. We're not at that point, so you've got to be patient when you build programs. You got to be careful in the chances you take, and he hadn't really taken many. And then you build to a place that he's at, and that's what we want to do.
When you talk about missing Alexa's toughness, it's perfect timing for her.
Yeah.
UNLV, because you guys have that rivalry, and it's a physical.
It's perfect timing for the rest of the season. UNLV, San Diego State coming in, those are two physically tough teams, so it's perfect time. Now we got to be careful. It was day one. And she looked good, but we got to be careful. We got to make sure tomorrow she's good at UNLV. She will get some minutes on Wednesday if all goes well, and then hopefully she's on the way up to start playing some games.
What about that third quarter? You played so great that third quarter. We really looked so different, and you made some changes. I was like, hey, what can you get kind of out of it? Can you get something out of that? We just looked so good.
Yeah, we fought, and we held them down a little bit because of the zone, and obviously they adjusted in the fourth quarter, so we had to go back to man. And good teams will. But there's always going to be a fight in these kids. Regardless of what happens, they're not going to quit on anything. So we still felt we could win the basketball game. I felt we could win the basketball game, and we made it a good run in the third quarter.
What about Emily Lyons? She looks so good in that 21 minutes, 15 points. Is she going to gradually get some more playing time now that she's playing more, you think?
Yeah, well, I think the time that she got is good time. That's about right for her, and she made the most of it. First time she's really felt 100% since she got hurt. So, if you have a hot hand, and she does, she struggles a little bit defensively, so this game might be a challenge for if we have to guard. If we play zone, I think she'll be fine. And she really had a great game against Boise.
Yeah. When you guys beat UNLV here, you kind of beat a wounded squad.
We did.
You guys played well. How different is it going on the road?
Yeah, they're comfortable with playing in Cox Pavilion. It's such a unique place to play. And, they got their big kid back in Allie Rohde. So, she makes a difference. She really, really does make a difference. But I still think we're a good team. I really do. And I think we've dropped some at home. We have to go get those back on the road. And this is a good chance and a good opportunity for us to get one on the road.